All right. Hello, everyone. It is May 16th, 2022. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? Did you just relax? What'd you do? Tell me in the comment section. Oh, I tell you what, my family and I, we had a eventful a weekend. Yeah, so my brother graduate. Well, let's put it this way: go a little bit backwards. Last Tuesday, he got sworn in as the new by the police by the city council of Kersey, Colorado, and now he's the new police officer for Kersey, for 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 the Kersey Police Department. Sorry, people. And then now on Friday, he graduated from Ames Community College with his associates in criminal justice. He's going places. He's going to do good. And he already mentioned that he might become a deputy sheriff. Not deputy, kind of like a deputy sheriff, deputy Josiah in Kersey. So that'd be kind of cool to see. But yeah, so that was fun. It was great to see everybody. There were some people that I talked to over there. I tell you what, I was very involved at Ames Community College back in my times while studying for my associate's degree, and I was very involved. I was in the music club, Ames for Bachelors for Christ Club. I was part of the National Society of Leadership of Success organization and Catalyst. So yeah, I was very busy, and so it was really. I'll tell you what was really funny was walking in the auditorium and I told Ames Community College, yeah, I'll be there. My brother's graduating, and so I walk in there. I see my mom in her wheelchair, and I see my sister Tiana, and I spot them, and next thing you know, I swear I did not see my friend Patty at all, but she had her earpiece on. And next thing you know, she's like talking to her earpiece. I heard it too right away. She was right next to me. I didn't see her. And for the record, I wasn't ignoring. Okay, there was a lot going on. But anyway, I'm making that clear. Believe what you want. I wasn't ignoring you. I would never. But anyway, and so as I was making my way to my mother and my sister T, I heard my friend Patty talk into her earpiece going, yeah, I see her, but she's ignoring me. I'm like, wait, what? Then I look to my right, I'm like, oh, Patty, hi. Yeah, it's just fun walking into that building. And some people go, so somebody goes, tells all the earpieces, Caitlin is in the building. I repeat, Caitlin is in the building. It just did happen, people. It did. It was fun. That was nice to talk to people and see people that I used to see a lot while I was over at Ames, and it's nice to know that I'm not forgotten. That's always been my fear, is that they would forget me, but no, not really. And plus, no, the whole security, well, half the security team actually knows me, so I'm trying to figure out that, and they still remember me. So I'm still trying to figure out if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see. But other than that, the graduation went well, and then the three younger siblings went to Texas Roadhouse. I declined to go because my left shoulder, well, as a matter of fact, my whole left arm was just throbbing. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna buckle down here at home, and I did. And then Saturday we celebrated Josiah's 23rd birthday, and we had a good time. And I tell you what, uh, being on the back porch, with family and friends, that was great. It really was. We were just having a good time. We had like our little fire pit out on the other side of the porch, and then they were making s'mores. I had pie. There's no sugar, blah blah diet. I tell you, it's blah. But I did break a rule and have pie. Okay, don't judge me. If you really want to know, it was cherry pie. It was really good. But anyway, the best moment was when somebody plugged in. We have like little lights on the roof of the patio, and you plug them in, they shine. It's very nice. And the moment they shine, they turned on. I looked up and went, "Yeah, this is a perfect song for Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn." And next thing you know, my brother, just he digs out his phone, goes on YouTube, finds Neon Moon, places his phone on the table, and the song starts to play. So I sorry for the ruckus, people. There's a people moving stuff around on the middle level, so bear with me. But anyway, yeah, so Neon Moon by Brooks Dunn started to play, and some of us were singing along, me included. Neon lights in the neon moon. If you lose your one and lonely, there's more room for lonely. Chasing dreams. You catch my drift, but I was singing. Us people drinking Moscow mules were singing. Even know what Moscow mules are, take a look. They're actually pretty good. I had one, but one was good enough to get me to start singing. But anyway, and then somehow Neon Moon turned into Button Scootin' Boogie, and some of us ended up dancing to it. Seriously, how can you not dance to Button Scootin' Boogie? Here we go, do-si do, come on, baby, do your thing. Right back, Cadillac. Anyway, speaking of Brooks and Dunn, Shining Frontier Days mentioned on Facebook. Was it last week? Yeah, it was like late last week. The concert, in Shining Frontier Days for the Brooks and Dunn, is almost sold out. I'm not gonna go. I almost won 2 Party Zone tickets, but I didn't win. But that's okay. I'll make my own sunshine. That's right, make my own sunshine. But anyway, but yeah, that was fun. Just hanging out with family and friends. You're just having a good time. I mean, really. And let's see what else. I'm trying to think what else is going on. What? Nothing major after that. Everything's been low key. I mean, I'll be starting watching my mom, my sister and I, Faith. We'll be watching my mom starting Tuesday, tomorrow, for that matter. So, but I will make this podcast work, people. It will work. Just watch. But I tell you what, it's something. I don't know about you guys, but as you know, I mentioned this before. I'm a metal music album reviewer, and kind of it occurred to me that people have been slow getting music out to us critics. I mean, seriously, I'm still waiting to hear back from this representative to say, "Hey, here you go. Here's the link to the music. Oh, sorry, it's not ready yet. Yes, yes, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not." I'm like, good lord. And I'm like, just hurry up. And I tell you what, I'm really pumped to be writing about this album. It's the new Hailstorm album. Yeah, I love the lead singer. She's so awesome. And yet, I can't write it because there's nothing. I'm like, well, patience, people, patience. Let's see. Think what you guys have going on this week? Me, I have to get my biopsy done on Wednesday. Yeah, it's a doozy procedure. It'll be fine. No biggie. No biggie. Other than I'm clear, and then next Thursday, I believe, I have my shoulder appointment, which is great because hopefully he can figure out what he can do with it because this chronic pain is becoming a a, a, a PITA. You know what that says? What that actually says? Oh yeah, you got it. So we'll see. But anyway, enough of that. But I do have some animal news for you guys. I'll tell you what. My sister's cat, she found a little new kitten, right? Her name is Anoki. Anoki. It's like a word for a mushroom. She looks like a mushroom. I mean, she's just plump. Anoki. And I tell you, she's the happiest little kitty. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest little thing. I'm like, seriously, I'm talking to her the other day going, oh, who's a pretty kitty? Oh, you're a good kitty. Who's a good kitty? Yes, you are. And every time I say words like that to her, she'll look at me with her eyes wide. Just she's very smart. And she also picks her own fights, people. I'm serious. But anyway, she's a very bold kitten. But anyway, yeah, when I tell her how pretty she is and all that, her eyes get very wide and she just purrs right at me. Just purr. She's a happy little girl. And she also likes it when I rub her chin. She goes, yes, you may rub my chin. No, you're done now. Stop. And also, what I mean by Anoki, picks fights, I mean, she's not afraid to smack dude. I'm serious. She was just hanging out on the stairs, and here comes Mr. Dude, dude, going down the stairs. Next thing you know, he stops right next to her. Anoki turns to her right, lifts up her paw, and just smacks the Jenkins album. Ugh. Like, well, I'm like, well, we have a fighter in this house. Well, that's nice. But she can smack the Jenkins out, dude. Oh my, he doesn't do anything. I either lets it be or he just goes away. So, by the way, he still sleeps with her, which is cute. He still cares for her, so that's even cute. And the dogs, she's not afraid to try to smack the dogs either. But the dogs, I think, are a little bit more terrified of that. But Anoki, she's a sweetheart though. I call her a little plump because that's what she looks like. She looks like this big fur ball of plump that has feet bigger than her body. It's stinking cute. I'm gonna have to show a picture on Facebook sometime. She is cute. But anyway, let's see what else. Trying to think, people. Let's see. Gorilla Stampede, nothing new there. At least not that I know. I will vlog that, by the way. Actually, my sister and I were talking. I might be going to the Stampede twice. So there'll be times we'll see like 2 live streams. We'll see if it all works out. We'll see. Gotta remember my mom's a factor, so her priority is a little bit more greater than mine. So, but we'll see what happens. We're trying to work it out. My sister and I are trying to work it out at this moment. Well, yeah, I can't remember anything. But anyway, let's go to music news. There's so I don't know. I'm gonna pull up my screen here. There's 2 things I want to talk about before we do the shoutouts and before I discuss the topic. So here we go. So in the music news, as of yesterday, Winona Judd went live on TV on CMT yesterday at the Ryman Auditorium to honor her mother. And the show is called Naomi Judd, A River of Time Celebration. Good grief, what is that? Well, if anybody really wants to know what they're doing, they're moving beds because my mom can't make up the stairs anymore. I can't do it because my arms are well, my arms right now. But anyway, yeah. So Naomi Judd, A River of Time Celebration happened last night. I didn't watch it yet because I was hanging out with Royce, which I will get to in a minute. It's good, I promise. But anyway, the thing that I absolutely adored about Winona Judd is the fact that she is still going to go on tour with her heart broken. I'm serious. The article's right from my face. According to CMT.com, Winona Judd from iconic country duo The Judds is set to continue the 2022, the final tour in honor of late mother and partner Naomi Judd. The award-winning vocalist confirmed the upcoming 10-day rerun Sunday, May 15th, live from the Ryman Auditorium during last night's show. During the public memorial service presented by CMT and Sandbox Live, Winona declared that she would persevere forward for the fans and her mother. And I quote, this is from Winona, and I quote, "I will continue to sing. I made a decision, and I decided to share it on national television. After a long thought, I'm gonna have to honor her, and do this tour because that's what you would want." She added, pointing to the audience, and then end a quote. And then Winona continues to go on, and I quote, "Bono once told me, give me what the fans want, not what you want. Plus, there are 2,500 roses up here. So tonight, as we close, I say the show must go on. As hard as it may be, we will show up together. You'll carry me as you carried me for 38 years once again, because I honestly didn't think I should do it. I didn't know if I could go on without her. Oh God, life is so strange. It is so devastatingly beautiful what happened here tonight. We will continue this spectacle, and that is what she will want, right?" End of quote. Ah, man. I tell you, I'm not gonna read the rest of the article because well, we already know what happened and all that jazz. But Winona, you have a big heart. And by the way, that takes a lot of courage to do, especially after losing your mom like that. It takes a lot of courage. And Winona, if you ever hear this, just know that I'm sticking by your side 100%. You and your mom really helped me enjoy country music, and if you ever need help, just reach out. But yeah, I'll be praying for you and your family. Yeah, and you have a big heart. You go, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what Sylvester Stallone said. It ain't over till it's over. Keep going. Facts. 100%. Now some Mickey Dolenz news. From what I know from Mr. Mickey Dolenz, the monkey. We all know. I'm gonna keep talking about this. We all know this. It's still at my heart. The monkeys. Let's put it this way: the monkeys have always been part of my life. They always have been since I was like, 5 years old. And we already know the story what happened 18 years ago today, and so yeah. But anyway, so he's touring, still touring with Felix Cavaliers from the Rascals, and so the next date for that, there are 4 dates left, and according to MickeyDolans.com, Friday, June 3rd, you'll be in New York, and then Saturday, June 4th, they'll be in Lynn, Massachusetts. Thursday, now this is cool. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. This is cool. Thursday, June 16th, Mickey Dolenz free concert, Hot Summer Nights, Sherman, Texas. Free. Ooh. And this Sunday, October 23rd, Felix Cavaliers, Rascals, and Mickey Dolenz Celebrity Theater, Phoenix, Arizona. Now, I will show you guys a picture of this stuff because I have a new logo and stuff. It's not gonna happen. See, Royce, you're not the only one who's been having technical difficulties, but I do feel your pain. I'll get back to you on that. But anyway, yeah, so Thursday, June 16th, Mickey Dolenz free concert. Man, that'd be awesome. It's in Texas, but I'm looking at June 16th. I'm like, no, I won't make it because my dad probably still won't be here. My dad should be back at the end of June or pretty close to 4th of July. So, bummer. I mean, it's just Texas. I mean, just go south. I mean, come on. But I don't know. In Phoenix, Arizona, it's a little bit in the west. I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, but it's October 23rd, and I already got money for Alice Cooper. So, no, no, time. I think I truly believe it takes time for good things to happen. So, but Mickey's, I'll tell you what, I've been reading the reviews for the Felix Cavalier Rascals and the Mickey Dolenz, Voice of the Monkeys. A lot of great reviews. Some are a little mixed because some people just show up to see Felix, some people just show up to see Mickey. And then again, people, and of course, what I've heard, maybe if I didn't hear this correctly, please correct me in the comment section, please, because I really want to keep these facts straight. But that's what I've heard. But I also heard that there were some nights, Mickey will open up and people will be there seeing Mickey, and then Felix will be the second person to be on the stage right after Mickey, and people will leave, or Felix will be opening up and the audience really show up till Mickey showed, went on stage. And here's the thing, I get it, okay, I get it. I do, I get it, but at the same time, I appreciate music. I love all sorts of music. I know who the Rascals are. My mom listened to the Rascals, and obviously we all know the Monkeys music and what's done to my life, so we all know that. So I'm saving you guys a short story on that one. But I'm actually saving you guys a long story, really. But one day I'll talk about it to you guys, but not yet, not ready yet. I'm getting there, but not yet. But yeah, but honestly, I would like to see Felix Cavalier too. I would. Honestly, I would. But I think it's a great mix too, with Felix and Mickey, and they're great artists in their own rights, just brilliant artists, and that should be really cool to see as well. But anyway, regardless of how people feel about that, for me, let's put it this way: if I were to go to that tour, the Felix Cavalier Rascals, Mickey Dolenz, the Voice of the Monkeys, if I were to go to that tour, I would stay for the whole thing. Absolutely. Because I respect Felix Cavalier. I know who he is because my mom really introduced me to a lot of the music. And of course, the Monkeys are my childhood, and so forth. So yeah, I mean, come on, that'll be a great tour. But regardless of how everybody feels, the reviews have been great. The people are the reviews are saying that Felix has been top notch. He's been fantastic, and Mickey's just been, well, being the doing just as good. Sorry, I'm filled with positive words. But yeah, he's doing just as good. And you know what? That'll still be great towards the. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe they'll celebrate the monkeys or the Felix, him or and Felix. Either way, I'll go. Either way, just as long as in between Northern Colorado and Denver, I can make something happen. Facts. I will make it happen. Just watch. All right, so let's get to the shout outs. Oh, I tell you what, Royce in the house. I tell you, Royce Eddings is doing such a great job, and his co-host Lou Mars are just doing a fantastic job on their YouTube channel. And it was great last night. It was funny, and of course, when you're live streaming, there's always going to be technical difficulties. There's no way to dodge it. There's no way to. Well, you can dodge it, but sometimes it's hard to pinpoint those things. I mean, they're a pain in the butt. They really are. Pardon my French, but they are. Trust me, I had my own issues. But anyway, yeah. So and they both did a great job. There will be a part two. Let me look this up. I should have looked this up earlier. There's a part two to it from last night's stream that'll be happening this Sunday, and I liked it. It's just one of the things I really do enjoy about Royce's show is the fact that it really makes you think. It really challenges you to think. And there's like Lou, and Lou's a great co-host. Excuse me, sorry, co-host, and it's interesting to hear like the different opinions of stuff and thoughts from everyone. And also, along with Royce and Lou, my friends Jeff Davison and Dan McNew were on there, and they were sharing their thoughts and opinions as well. Great time. So anyway, so last night, and which by the way, you can find Royce on the House on YouTube. He's live every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. my time, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the most recent live stream is uploaded on YouTube. It's called Part 1, Albums That Changed the Direction and Sound of Rock. Elvis, The Beatles. Hendrix, Led Zeppelin. Boo. So I'm excited for that one. Part 2 should be great. I can't wait. Like, bring it on. And despite the technical difficulties, which, is pretty common with a lot of things these days, they did a great job. So check them out. Royce in the House on YouTube. And then, of course, to my friend Dan McNew, he has a great YouTube channel called Just the Facts, Ask Dan, and he's awesome. I enjoy his shows very much. I enjoy his videos very much. He has a lot of historical stuff on there, so you might want to check it out. I mean, there are a couple of historical events that he caught on camera that has like millions of views. It's really cool stuff. Check it out. And then another shout out goes out to my sister-in-law Stephanie. She has a Facebook and TikTok store called Luca and Lilly Boutique. And speaking of Lilly, she just turned 4. Yeah, 4 years old. She's a cutie. I can't wait to see her in August. It'll be fun to catch up with my niece and nephew. I'll tell you that. But anyway, she my sister-in-law Stephanie. She's a very artistic person. She's great, just creating things. So really, yeah, reach out to her if you have any questions or whatever, or you want to see what she has. She has stuff up, so check it out. What kind of stuff? I'm not so sure. I'm kind of slacking on that. I'm sorry, but I'll get back to you on that. As a matter of fact, I just made a mental note to message her, see what she has up. Then I'll get back to you guys Friday. All right. Well, and just like that, people, so I'm gonna go a little bit different tonight or afternoon even. Well, it's actually 2:40 p.m. when you're hearing this. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the song called "Bright Side of the Road" by Van Morrison. And I tell you what, I know who Van Morrison is, but man, hearing the song "Bright Side of the Road," good Lord, isn't that a great song? My goodness. And honestly, it was actually part of a movie in some ways too. So here, according to zgrooves.blogspot.com, tonight I was watching. This is the author, by the way. I don't know who the author is, so bear with me on this. All right. So tonight I was watching the 1996 movie Michael, starring John Travolta, which is a rather unorthodox presentation of Michael, the archangel, making his final trip to Earth. I wasn't familiar with the movie, but it had an interesting premise. Premise It's well worth watching. It has some of Hollywood's best, including Andy McDowell, William Hurt, Gene Stapleton, Bob Hoskins, and Terry Garr. Which, by the way, I've seen this movie. It's a good movie. So during the end of the movie and over the credits, the producers choose a Van Morrison tune from 1979, "Bright Side of the Road." Yep, "Bright Side of the Road" was the lead cut from Morrison's album Into the Music. Although released as a single, the song failed to make it into the Hot 100, rather peaking at 110. "Bright Side of the Road" features Van Morrison on guitar, vocals, and harmonica. It also features piano, a rhythm section, horns, backup vocals, tabla, and violin. Tony Marcus initially placed the violin pizzicato, and sorry if I butchered it, and it almost sounds like a banjo. She later vows it as a lead instrument. The backup vocals were provided by Katie Kissoon, half of the duo of Mac Katie Kissoon. You can't be sad when you listen to The Bright Side of the Road. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna tell you how I found this. Okay, being the music dork that I am, being I research music, especially at late night when I obviously can't sleep, and that's what I do. And of course, I'm a Monkeys fan. We all know this. And there was I don't know why I was for some reason I've been watching a lot of the late David Jones's solo performances, and I tell you what, he covers some really good songs. I mean, really good songs. And this is how I stumbled upon Bright Side of the Road. If you go on YouTube, I think it's, oh, geez, 2006. It was a 2006 performance. And the way, David had the band playing, it was just, oh my gosh. And so right after watching, David sing Bright Side of the Road, I went and looked up the original. And when I heard the original, I'm like, oh snap, this is awesome. I mean, it's like, Van Morrison, and so it's like he wrote this. And I love the whole instrumentation. I love the vocals. I mean, Van Morrison's vocals are just sharp, they're clear. And and also I guess, and you know, speaking of David's performance, I would think that David did a really good job vocally. I mean, he was just, I think, this is my opinion. You can look it up. Just look it up. David Jones, Bright Side of the Road, 2006 on YouTube. Tell me what y'all think about it, because I think David just does such a good job just croning it out. It's like you can feel it too. But he's having fun. I mean, he's literally on that stage just dancing and stuff. He's just having a good time. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. I still watch the performance. And it's probably one of my favorite performances by David that I've found so far on YouTube. And he was having too much fun. Yeah, it's fun to watch him as a performer because, oh, geez, when I saw him 18 years ago, yeah, he was fun to watch too. It was, we'll get to that. Okay, so anyway, some other time, different story. But okay, so, and just watching it, I think comparing the two, the Van Morrison and David Jones, obviously, David Jones is just the cover, but the vocal style's just about the same. But I think, David, I was like, Van Morrison always had his own swagger, and definitely, Morrison brought it to the table on Bright Side of the Road. But when David Jones played it, I think David just brought his own thing into it. But he made it more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the original is very classy, but I don't know. Pardon my French. I don't like to say big names, like you know what I mean. So pardon my French on this, but I think David's cover really kicked butt. It really did. You have to look it up. David Jones, Bright Side of the Road, 2006 on YouTube, and get back to me on that. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. But anyway, back to the original. I could go on about David's performances, but anyway, back to the original. Guys, yeah, I'm a monkey vibe here. I'll be back into him when I'm done recording. Yeah, but Van Morrison just kills it with this with the song actually. I think that's how I initially remember the song because I seen the movie Michael starring John Travolta. I remember watching it. I remember seeing Michael leave the earth, and then I remember hearing the classy song of the horn section and everything. at the end credits. Like, it's unbelievable, people. It is amazing. If any of you have never even heard Bright Side of the Road by Van Morrison, look it up. My gosh. Bright Side of the Road. So let's go ahead and talk about the lyrics. Yes, today will be analyzing the lyrics. So let's go. Hopefully I said that right. If I said it wrong, forgive me. I put your name so bad you have no idea. Literally. So I went on to songbeings.com, and there's some cool comments that people left. And this was way back like in 2003, 2004, 2005, yeah, around, roughly around that time. No, there's 2010. And I really like this one user. This is a general comment. This one user said, I love this song. I'm normally an alternative country fan, but Van Morrison has something. Yes. So let's go ahead. Love to show you guys the lyrics, but I'm going to have my new logo up, which, by the way, I'm making new logos. I'll make that announcement here in a little bit. But judging by the lyrics, you just really have to listen. So if I could pick my lyrics for you, so it'll start with like this. Into this life we're born, baby, sometimes we don't know why. And time seems to go by so fast in the twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can. Won't you help me share my load from the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road? So basically, I think it's in many ways. I mean, seriously, you guys can look it up yourselves if you would like to. But this is my own interpretation. And actually, before I go into my own interpretation of it, I really like what some other of the other comments say here. So let's see. Let me scroll down here. And there's one comment saying this song is so uplifting, no matter what. The man's classic song, in my opinion. Van the man. Here's a general comment. This is good. And these are two theories that this commenter came up with. This is back in 2011. So theory one, the song encourages the listener to have a more positive outlook on life. Theory two, this is actually a good theory. Okay, check this out. So theory two, this is actually a really good theory. I'm glad I'm reading this part. The narrator is dead. He is singing to his lover, who's still alive. Bright side of the road equals heaven. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good theory. Well, think about it. The bright side of the road. It said in the comment section, according to the biographer Brian Hinton, it is an answer in song to the dark end of the street. Let's take a look at that. The dark end of the street. Bright side of the road. Let's see what's put the lyrics here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay, yeah, so in the street, that's where we meet. Hiding in the shadows where we don't belong. Live in darkness to hide our wrong. You and me at the dark end of the street, you and me. Then you go back to the Van Morrison song. Keep those words in mind about the dark end of the street. Now let's go back to the Van Morrison song here. Yeah. Little darling, come with me. Won't you help me share my load from the dark end of the street to the bright side of the road? Okay, I get it. That kind of makes sense. In many ways, it does make sense. So it's kind of like an answer to James Carr's song "The Dark End of the Street," but kind of brings that in more of a positive perspective, So let's see what else. Let's go ahead and. Okay, here's one comment. I have always loved this song. This is for the Bright Side of the Road. I have always loved this song and considered it a very uplifting song. However, I learned in the past. No, that's too sad. I'm not sharing that one. That's. No. However, I do like that second theory. The narrator's dead. He's singing to his lover who's still alive. Bright Side of the Road equals heaven. So here's my question. So in regards to that second theory, okay, do you guys think that maybe that second theory, the narrator's dead, he's singing to his lover who's still alive, bright side of the road equals heaven? Do you think that that's theory number two? Do you think that That means that he's just waiting for his lover. I mean, seriously, he's singing to his lover, but he's also waiting for her because he wants to enjoy where he's at, but she's not with him. I mean, something to think about. Picking your brain a little bit, people. What do you all think? In the comments section on YouTube, just go ahead and put down what your thoughts about it. What are your theories about it? Well, for me, my articulations about Bright Side of the Road by Van Morrison, actually, in many ways, it's just the way I view it, because, we all have different views on what lyrics mean to us in our lives. And so how I view Bright Side of the Road by Van Morrison, I think it's just more of a, 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 a song filled with these really rich lyrics about just enjoying, what you have in life, because the next hour, the next week, the next day, or even next year isn't promised to anybody. So enjoy while we can, while we're all together. It's like while we're here with our family and friends having a good time. Enjoy while it lasts. And then, of course, now you go back to the Dark End of the Street by James Carr. I think it's, I mean, sure, Bright Side of the Road by Van Morrison. It's like a bright, uplifting, just, really embracing what you have, enjoy the time you have before things change. And then you go to the Dark End of the Street. I think, the lyrics, I know it's going to take us to, we have to part from the love that we stole. It's a sin. We know it's wrong, but our love keeps on coming strong. I think it's about Dark End of the Street, just, I don't know. It's kind of complicated. Oh, okay. We're going to look this up too. I don't know. Now, here we go. Let's see. Meaning. Let's see what we got here. Song facts. Here we go. But it's kind of cool that Van Morrison kind of wrote this song in response to The Dark End of the Street by James Carr. So according to Song Facts, this was written by Chips Moman and Dan Penn in 30 minutes when they were at a DJ convention in Nashville. Penn, who also delivered the harmonies on the track, described this as a straightforward country cheating ballad. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Here's some more facts. Penn recalled to Mojo Magazine back in January 2008 how they came to write this song. Me and Chips were in a poker game, and we took a break and went back to our room, and there was a guitar, and we started this song. I wrote it as far as I could and handed it to him, and when we finished it up really fast. It was maybe a year before James Carr recorded it, and the reason James Carr got it was because he was next. That's the way they used to get the songs in Memphis. However, whoever was next got the big song. Penn added, James Carr, he has some great records, but he was kind of an Otis sound alike. But when he did Dark in the Street, I think he found his own voice. He never sounded like that again. I think he has some problems. Carr, it mentions here in the facts that Carr had a drug addiction. But he was one great singer. His record can't be touched. The whole makeup of the record, it screams 1966. There's something about that time that got on that tape that I've never heard anybody get that close to. So in 1969, this was covered in a country soul style by the Flying Burrito Brothers of their classic Lighted Palace of Sin album. I never even heard of them. They also covered another Moment Penn R&B song, Do Right Woman, on the same set. Other artists to cover include Aretha Franklin, Linda Ronstadt, and Piercy Sledge. Interesting. So, I don't know what to think about that. So I guess they were just creating a song, and then that's how James Carr really got his name. Now, see, I never even heard this song. I need to look this up, and I'll get back to you guys on Friday because I'm curious. Aren't you guys curious? I want to see what other meanings we have on here because, okay, here. Behind the Chip Moment and Dan Penn, The Dark End of the Street. So we understand what Bright Side of the Road means, but obviously, but I want to know more about Dark End of the Street. And this is by David Freeland. This was 2 years ago. Written by, let's see here. So, depends how long this article is, because I really want, but okay, whatever. We'll just see if we can get Uh, hmm, interesting. Well, they just talk a lot about the songwriting, though. It's not really about, what I was talking about with Van Morrison. Well, I'll just read it to you guys. One test of a great song is that it can be sung by almost anyone. The Man I Love, Embraceable You, and other classics of Tin Pan Alley have retained their quintessences despite countless spins and interpretations. Always something truthful in the lyrics, and melody has shown through. In a similar way, The Dark End of the Street, one of the most recorded soul ballads of all time, and one of the greatest, possesses an almost magical ability to hold itself together to deliver a fresh impact with each new listen. Songwriter Dan Penn could be described as the Gershwin of soul music, a standard barrier for a great epoch in American popular music. His main classes include Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, I'm Your Puppet, You Left the Wire Running, and It Tears Me Up. In The Dark End of the Street, first recorded by James Carr in 1966, Penn archives a remarkable synthesis of imaginary and emotions. At the dark end of the street, that's where we always meet, hiding in shadows where we don't belong, living in darkness to hide our wrongs. We were always wanting to come up with the best cheating song, Penn explained to writer Robert Gordon back in the 1995 book, It Came from Memphis Ever. Significantly, sufficiently, Penn didn't go alone. He wrote Dark End with producer and studio owner Chips Moman. Together, the pair establishes a high mood from the outset, as evidenced by the opening lyrics quoted above. In the original version, this feeling of anxiety and danger climaxes during the bridge section, in which horns and an atmospheric guitar vibrato merge to create an impassioned backdrop for the anguish in Carr's voice. Finally, in resolution, the song modulates into a brighter key, accompanied by a lyric shift that moves the narrative into the safe realm of the day. And when the daylight hours roll around, if we should meet, just walk on by. In this way, lyrics and music work together, balancing one another within the confines of a tightly constructed unit. The same standard song pattern established by the Pan Alley greats, in whose steps Penn follows. Beneath its surface appeal, Dark End qualifies as a masterpiece because its various components engage in a shifting but steady conversation, pushing the song toward a release and resolution that are palatable for listeners. My goodness, there's a lot going on. Other than the Spooner Oldham, Penn told Gordon in a reference to his second great writing partner, the famed session musician, I guess Moman would be the closest person I have ever come to breathing together with. Perhaps it's the air of naturalness which has made The Dark End of the Street so enduring. So through the course of numerous incarnations and versions by Aretha Franklin, the Flying Burrito Brothers, Linda Ronstadt, Roy Hamilton, Clarence Carter, and others, it has never sounded less than compelling. Carter's rendition even includes an unusual spoken discourse upon the mating habits of cows and mosquitoes. So it is Carr's original that Penn believes to be the greatest. Nobody did it as good as James Carr, he says in an interview. Not even me. For Carr, Dark End became a sterling moment in a career that never quite fulfilled its early promise, despite producing additional bursts of glory in songs like Love Attack and Pouring Water on a Drowning Man. Penn, meanwhile, has continued to write. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Meanwhile, okay, so we got. So basically, The Dark End of the Street was just a really great starting point, especially for the singer James Carr. So I'm guessing. So through all this, I am guessing, also I would like to think too, in some ways. By the way, let me know what you all think. That Van Morrison was inspired to write Bright Side of the Road in response to The Dark End of the Street. From the dark end of the street, to the bright side of the road. I tell you what, that horn section on the bright side of the road is just amazing. Like, and the background vocals, like, oh my gosh, seriously, people, check this song out. And you know what? I'm gonna further research into this. This is actually interesting. There will be a part 2 on Friday, people. So stay tuned. But anyway, Van Morrison, Bright Side of the Road. So going back to really what the topic is about, I feel that the lyrics for me personally just says enjoy what you have in life, because every day is not promised to everyone, and enjoy what you have, enjoy the company that you have, because sometimes those moments do not last forever. But seriously, to those who listen to Van Morrison, man, his vocals are just unanimous, and the way David Jones performed it, man, he brought his own style to it. It's great. Again, look up that performance, David Jones, Cross Over the Road, 2006. Oh my gosh, that's just awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go for now. I'm gonna get back to this. We are not done with this yet. But seriously, let me know what you guys think about From the Dark End of the Street by James Carr and Bright Seven Road by Van Morrison. What do you guys think about it? I think it's cool. Personally, I do, and I like learning about music stuff like this, especially because it's just interesting how artists can be motivated by a certain song, or even write a song in response to the song that inspired them. So yeah, anyway, I'll be back to you guys with more on Friday. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, stay on the bright side of the road, people. Gorgeous song. I think I just found a new song that I truly do love. All right, take care, guys. Bye.